Hello, this is Clean Coach Carly. I am the staff nutritionist for Healthy Habits Living. Today I'm talking about dirt. Actually, I'm giving you the dirt on probiotics, specifically soil-based probiotics, also called spore-based probiotics, also called spore-forming probiotics, also called SBOs, which stands for soil-based organisms. So, this is a little bit of a newer idea in terms of supplements for probiotics. In the past, we have focused on probiotics for the large intestines or the colon, which is the bottom of the digestive system. But spore forming or soil based probiotics are for the top of the digestive system or the small intestines, or sometimes we call it the gut. So, here's why you might want to take a soil-based probiotic, again, that helps the top of the digestive tract. So if you have SIBO, which stands for small intestinal bowel overgrowth or bacterial overgrowth, that is causing you symptoms. Generally, you're going to be having a lot of food sensitivities or food reactions. And if you're having a lot of symptoms within about half an hour after you eat, so you eat and then like 15 minutes to 30 minutes later, you're having bloating, gas, pain, a feeling of fullness, even when you don't eat like a huge meal, or GERD if you're having acid reflux, or if you're having cramping, or just general pressure, that can be an indication that you have an overgrowth or an imbalance in your small intestines. And that's where you would need some kind of good bacteria in your small intestines. Here's what's important to know about soil-based probiotics or spore probiotics. They really need prebiotics. So they need food for themselves. So they need to stay alive in your small intestines. And prebiotics that are great for soil-based probiotics are humic acid and fulvic acid. And in Body Biotics, probiotics, the one I'm talking about today, they have both humic acid and fulvic acid to act as a prebiotic for the probiotic. So here's what happens when you start taking a small intestinal bowel probiotic or a soil-based organism probiotic. You have to imagine that your small intestines, which is right after your stomach, is a territory, is open land, it's open range, and there's lots of colonies or groups of bacteria in there. Some are good, some are bad. So when you go and take a probiotic like Body Biotics and introduce a bunch of other bacteria, when they get in there, it's like a fight for territory, like which strains are going to win out and which ones get to stay there and which ones don't. And so when you start to take this kind of probiotic, you can kind of feel like a little war is going on in there, which can cause you symptoms. And they're similar to the symptoms that you might have had before. So this gas and bloating and sometimes diarrhea. And so expect that for the first 1 to 2 weeks when you are introducing a new spore forming or soil-based probiotic. I know that's not the best news, but the good news is that when you introduce those good strains of bacteria, they're going to crowd out the bad strains of bacteria, and you're going to have less symptoms overall. So I recommend that you take one on an empty stomach and see how you do. If you're super sensitive in your gut and your digestive system, you might even want to do one on an empty stomach every other day. And if you are concerned about symptoms, you might even want to take one on an empty stomach at night so that if you do have any symptoms, you can hopefully sleep those off. So, the reason you want to take spore forming or soil based probiotics is if you have those upper GI symptoms. And Body Biotics is a great one because it's also got the prebiotic with it. So here at Healthy Habits Living, we're always here to provide you with the best information about the best supplements to get you your best health. We are here to help you get healthy so you can stay healthy and be healthy.